Did you know that just 2 weeks in 1066 completely changed the course of history? Most people have heard of the Battle of Hastings, but that's only the final act of a much larger, bloodier drama. The year 1066 was really a triple crown of warfare. A three-way fight that ended the Viking Age, destroyed the Anglo-Saxon kingdom, and laid the foundations for the world we live in today. So, how did it all go down? It started with a power vacuum. In January 1066, the English king, Edward the Confessor, died without an heir. This kicked off a high-stakes Game of Thrones between three powerful men. First, there was Harald Godwinson, a powerful English earl, who was crowned king almost immediately. Then, from across the sea, came two more claimants. Harald Hardrada, the fearsome king of Norway, often called the last great Viking, and William, the ambitious Duke of Normandy, also known as William the Bastard. The first move came from the north. In late September, Harald Hardrada and his Viking army invaded England. On September 20th, at the Battle of Fulford near the city of York, they clashed with the local northern English forces and completely crushed them. The north of England had fallen. This forced the new English king, Harald Godwinson, into a desperate situation. He had to march his elite army, an astonishing 185 miles north, in just 4 days to confront the invaders. This led to our second battle. On September 25th, at Stamford Bridge, King Harold's army took the Vikings by complete surprise. The English forces were relentless, and what followed was a brutal slaughter. The Viking army was annihilated. Harald Hardrada himself was killed, shot in the throat with an arrow. It was a decisive victory for the English, and the moment that effectively ended the Viking Age. Of the 300 ships the Vikings arrived in, they only needed 24 to carry the survivors home. But here's the twist. As Harald celebrated his victory in the north, the winds in the English Channel changed. Just 3 days later, William of Normandy landed his army on the southern coast of England, completely unopposed. Now, King Harald and his exhausted army had to turn around and march all the way back down the country, another 250 miles, to face a second invasion. This set the stage for the third and most famous battle, the Battle of Hastings on October 14th. Harold's tired, depleted army took up a strong defensive position on a ridge. 4 hours, their Anglo-Saxon shield wall held firm against William's Norman knights. But eventually, after a long and grueling day of fighting, a combination of tactical errors and sheer exhaustion weakened their lines. King Harald himself was famously struck down, supposedly by an arrow to the eye. With their king dead, the English resistance collapsed. William of Normandy had won. He became William the Conqueror, and England was now under Norman rule. So, 1066 was a perfect storm. The Norman conquest brought French language and culture to England, merging it with the existing Anglo-Saxon society and creating a unique blend that would eventually become modern English. If the Vikings hadn't invaded first, draining England's strength, could a fresh English army have defeated William? It's one of history's greatest what-ifs.